Allow me to take you back to a simpler time. Maybe not better, but amazing in its own right. The dawn of the PlayStation 1, a golden age for polygon gaming, and the time of Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Question: who's Lara Croft? Answer: you already know. You don't become one of the most popular and recognized video game characters in history without a few people learning your name, after all. There are two big reasons why Lara got so popular. She was a butt-kicking female protagonist, which was a rarity at the time, and people just loved the Tomb Raider games. Unfortunately, like many other early PlayStation legends, the quality of her later games became more and more inconsistent. Unlike my beloved Bandicoot, however, Lara's legacy was ultimately saved by an extremely well-received reboot. Hold on a second, a reboot that was actually needed and did a halfway decent job of reintroducing a popular franchise? I don't believe it. But if I am completely honest, I haven't had all that much exposure with the Tomb Raider franchise. I think the closest I've come to really experiencing it was when the Royal Adelaide Show had a 3D haunted house attraction a few years back. An attraction in which the very British Lara Croft spoke with a thick Australian accent, and real life could apparently be marketed as 3D. However, I always have respected the series and Lara Croft's significance to pop culture, and I think it's about time I did something with that respect. Unfortunately, my cosplay isn't ready yet, so we'll just have to settle for playing the original Tomb Raider for the PlayStation 1. Thank you, PSN. Today, retro 8-bit games get all kinds of respect, which they do deserve, but if you ask me, I'm waiting for blocky polygons to catch on again. That's what my childhood looked like, and Tomb Raider's got plenty of it. I mean, would you look at the polygons on her? Yowza! Angelina Jolie wishes her butt was that square. That sounds like a fetish. Did I just invent a fetish? Oh no. So, you're Lara Croft, and a businesswoman who is very definitely not going to end up as the main villain has hired you to find something called the Scion. Basic adventurous stuff in which the fate of the world will definitely not hang in the balance by the end. And like all great adventures, it begins with a big desolate cave full of wild animals that want to kill and eat you. That sounded a lot more fun on paper than it did when I said it out loud. Right from the start, this game has a winning atmosphere. It really feels like I'm the first person to explore this place in centuries, and I'm genuinely a little scared whenever an enemy shows up, despite the fact that I'm packing some serious heat and there, well, that's a wolf, that's a bat, that's a bear. Actually, this bear is kind of tough. Oh crap! Why do bears hate me? The second you start playing, it becomes very clear that Lara controls like a tank, and not in the cool way. The upside is that you don't feel totally in control, and so the atmosphere is even creepier. The simplest of enemies seem more threatening, and there's a lot more challenge. The downside is... yeah... It's not a game breaker though. There's a lot of tombs to explore, and I have a need to raid. Behold, the ancient medicine pack of Qualapec. It shall heal any and all injuries. But not completely though. I mean, you might still want a band-aid. Like any good adventure, the game's very presentation... Ahem. Like any good adventure, the game's very presentation just makes you want to keep moving forward. What is the Scion, and where is it hidden? Is something strange waiting for me? Because the opening seemed to imply that I'd be up against something a little scarier than angry bears. In actual fact, you will quickly find... Okay, the jumping. There is a slight delay between when you hit jump and when Lara actually decides that your decisions should matter to her. Again, it's not a huge deal. This was the first game in the series and it was a PlayStation 1 title. I'm not expecting perfection. Actually, before long, the controls really start to grow on you. I said they grow on you. Lara, please, we have to work together on this. This is a team effort. Okay, seriously now. Stop. What are you doing? Do you actually know how to raid tombs, like, at all? Forget what I said, this may be a problem. Okay, enough of that. Let's play this game for real. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. Maybe I should ask, how much more platforming are you expecting me to do? Ah! This is broken, right? The PS Store version is a botched port, right? This can't be how the game is meant to work. I know this is an old game, but this is not good. This is unacceptable. This is divine punishment for that square butt joke I made earlier, isn't it? Why does this game have so much platforming? When you were making it, didn't you notice that white girls can't jump? Or that this specific white girl can't jump? You didn't think this girl and platforming may not fit together? Jump, you bitch! You know, I'm actually so angry right now. I think I've just come full circle back to having a good time. Now I'm just mad again. Game of the year! Game of the year! I get the hype! 10 out of 10, would play again, I am having so much fun! I don't even want to kill myself or anything! Any Tomb Raider fans in the audience? Yeah? Good. You play it!
Ghostbusters, flow crushers, get the job done. Spitting out the lyrics like, we got one! Get the people moving like the Statue of Liberty.
Try to beat us in a battle? Man, you gotta be kidding me.
The delivery of sand stands straight like my main man Slinky.
I collect spores.
Tell them about the twink.
Like your show? It's all fluff and filler. I'll kick your hiney, man. I'm a savage killer.
Wow, your raps are just too whack to handle.
Let's do it like we do on the Discovery Channel.
Your science is preposterous, the opposite of competent process. And in this episode we'll give you a synopsis, starting with the vacuum cleaner